Hey guys, welcome back and happy 2020. So I am here today because I am ready to start videos back up. I know I haven't posted in a really long time. The goal is to at least have 2 videos on here starting now, like per week. And then I also plan on posting on my blog channel. So I have been posting vlogs, so definitely go check that out. I will leave my blog channel down below. Today I am bringing you an exciting video because I am going to be reviewing a new product that I have seen everywhere and that I have personally been excited to try because it's not something that I normally use. So it's definitely going to be a learning experience for me and maybe you if you're watching this. I'm really excited to get back into making videos. Let me know down below what kind of videos you guys would like to see next. And to address maybe the elephant if you haven't noticed it, but I do have temporary veneers in, so I just wanted to straighten out my smile, and that's what we're doing. So these are temps. It's like a giant ass retainer. It's interesting. It's like a little chunky in my mouth, but this is just a temporary until the porcelains come in. So yeah, I'm just now starting to learn how to kind of talk. I feel like I still have a little bit of a lisp going, but there's like no spaces in between these teeth since they're all one thing, and it's different. But yeah, that's what's going on with my mouth. If you guys are curious, I am vlogging about it on my vlog channel, so again, if you want to check out more about it, you can check there. But anywho, I'm super excited to share with you guys this video. This is on the Tati Beauty Blendiful. I did do a review on her Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette. This palette is absolutely amazing. I love it so much. It's so beautiful. I have nothing but great things to say about it. Now, I have never really been well, not a sponge kind of person, but I've never been like a powder sponge kind of person. Obviously, you have the Beauty Blender, which is like a different kind of sponge. This is more like a powder puff, I'm gonna take it. Like it looks more of a powder puff. So we're gonna try it out together. I'm gonna use products that I know how they work. I have like my everyday makeup bag right here. That way we'll just use all the products that I know I love and test it out with that. I figured that would be the easiest way to go about it. So I hope you guys are excited about this video. If you are, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button so you're not missing out on any future videos this year. And don't forget, leave me a comment down below with what kind of video you would like to see next. And we're just gonna hop on into the video. This is what the packaging looks like for Tati's Blendiful. I love it. I love her whole vibe for her company. It's really pretty, really sleek, and it just looks really good. So it says no harsh lines, XO Tati, machine wash or dry in delicate laundry bag or gently hand wash in warm soapy water and rinse thoroughly and blot dry. I'm excited to try this out. Like I said, I've never really used anything like this where you can use one kind of powder puff thing for everything, but I ain't gonna lie, I have seen a couple reviews and they look really good. So I'm gonna try this out and I'm gonna use it for everything: foundation, primer, powder, highlighter, bronzer, and I'm not the kind of person that really goes into cream blushes and all that stuff. I'm still gonna use what I would normally use. There is one thing that I have been using that's different, but you'll see that in the video. I have been waiting to touch these. I got these in PR, so thank you so much, Tati, for having me on your PR list. I've been waiting to touch these and they are really so soft. So this is the biggest one. Both of these are $18, by the way. And then you have a travel one. Now the first thing that I thought of when I saw both of these is I hope she comes out with travel cases. Like, I hope she comes out with something that's really nice and affordable that you can put this into, close it, and put it in your makeup bag, because this is something, it's so big, I wouldn't necessarily want this rummaging all throughout my makeup bag. You know what I'm saying? Especially this too. Like, I can't just toss this in my purse. So hopefully, I don't know if that's in her game plan, but I would love to see some travel cases for these products. That's like my first thing. What I'm gonna do is put back my hair. You guys know I love using a primer spray, so I'll be using this SMASHBOX one that's in my travel kit. This is the SMASHBOX Air Photo Finish Primer Water. I don't know if there's anything different between this one and all the other ones other than the fact that it smells different, but I'm almost out of it. I got it because it was a travel size and I was just really into it. So I don't have a hair bow up here, so we're just gonna use my Diff Collab to hold my hair back. So first thing we're gonna do is spray our face. I love this because it moisturizes my skin, but it doesn't leave me greasy or anything like that. So I always love the primer waters. I promise you, I notice such a big difference when I don't use them. Like, my face is way more dry. And then I do have this little fan that I normally just do this with. I more so use this for setting spray, but sometimes I do use this for the primer water if I'm trying to like get in and out. I got this from Amazon, by the way. I'll try to link it for you guys, but I love it. I also use it for my lashes when I'm cleaning them. We're gonna dip into primer. I'm gonna be using my favorite, you guys know, the TATCHA Silk Canvas Primer. This is a great pore minimizing primer. Also, if you're wondering what this is, I just have a wide nose, so like sunglasses always leave this on my nose, and like it takes it like 500 years to go away. I don't know why, but I'm going to apply this primer with this little sponge. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Like I said, I've never really used sponge like this before, so we're just gonna dive right in. She did say this is amazing for pore filling primers, which is what I normally use anyways, so we'll just hop on in here and see. I have a lot of pores around here, around my rosacea, my nose. Also, I'm so sorry, my self tan is busted and crusted. I'm starting 2020 off to a really good start, to be honest with you. I haven't had time to re-self tan, so we're just working with what we got here. So I even prime all the way back here because all of this, you can see my rosacea goes up and back. All of that is really textured, and I just have to have something help me with that. So I also have the redness here, and then I put it on the center of my face as well because I have a lot of texture there. But yeah, if you have rosacea, this primer is really, really good. Like, I would highly recommend it because it's just, it smooths you out so much. Now I'm gonna dive into my foundation. So I've been kind of going back and forth between a bunch of different foundations. So NARS sent this in the mail. This is their Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I love this foundation, you guys know that. This is in the shade Barcelona, and they came out with minis for Ulta, and I was like, yes! I need all brands to do this. Like, I just, the minis are so, so, so nice. I do have my Becca one in here. I've still been using and loving this one. I have like Charlotte Tilbury, this little travel size one. Just travel size everything, please. I love it so much. It even has a little pump. It's a glass bottle. I'm telling you, this is like the best. I'm gonna pump a little bit out on my hand. This part I'm a little bit nervous about because this is usually a make it or break it for me when it comes to foundation. So I'm gonna take the opposite corner with the foundation, and I'm just gonna swipe. Now this is a full coverage foundation. Wow, I honestly did not even think that was gonna apply as well as it did. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I thought I was gonna have to work with it just because I have so much redness, which, speaking of, I was looking at other vlogs of mine, like old vlogs, mainly because I wanted to see when I was pregnant with Mason and all this other stuff. I looked at vlogs before that. It was when I was getting that laser for my rosacea before I was pregnant. My skin looked so clear, and I was like, oh my gosh. It looks so different. Like, it's gotten back to being red, and I don't know if that's because I got pregnant and, you know, kind of stopped with the lasers, but my skin was so clear, you guys. Like, what the heck? But I mean, like, it's okay, you know? It's a painful thing to get the laser on your face. It hurts like an absolute. But I haven't gone back since I got pregnant, and I'm trying to get the courage to do it because it just hurts so bad. I don't want to do it. I actually just don't want to do it. Like, I'm like, oh, but when I get it done, it's fine. If you get laser hair removal, it literally feels like that on your face, and it's not fun. Okay, that was like the easiest application ever. My foundation applied so well. Everything looks really good. I like it a lot. I kind of thought I would have to swipe it and press a lot more, but I really only pressed maybe just a tiny bit in my T-zone, but nothing crazy at all. Honestly, glided on like a dream. It's amazing. So this is a full coverage foundation anyways, but because you know I don't mess with nothing else usually. Next up is my favorite concealer. I've been wearing this concealer a lot. You can actually tell by the bottle. Guys, I don't think I've actually gone through this much concealer in so long. This is just one of my all-time favorites, and I told you guys that last year, and it is still just my top favorite. So this is from Givenchy. This is the Tint Couture Eyewear Concealer. I'm in the shade 16. Stuff is so good. I can't get enough of it. So I'm just gonna apply this. Actually, I should not have done that because I wanted to cream contour. I hate when I do that. I like to cream contour first and then do my concealer. So we're just gonna let this kind of hang out for a second because this doesn't really dry that fast. At least I don't think so because I haven't let it sit on my skin for 5 years, but we're gonna test it out today. So the cream contour that I have been loving is actually from the drugstore, and I just discovered this like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I have been loving it. I love it. Oh my god, for a quick face. I can do my foundation, apply some of this as just like my bronzer. If I want to contour, I'll go into this one. I can't really use this one much. But then I just set with some powder, add a little bit of bronzer, just a tiny bit onto my cheeks because this is really pigmented and intense. And you can see it through the powder. I'll do the powder, a little bit of bronzer after that, and then seriously, I'm done. Like, I'll add a little bit of highlighter and I'm ready for the day. Like, I can do it in 10 minutes. I'm gonna actually post that on IGTV, how I do my makeup really quickly because I love it. So I went ahead and bent it right here so you can see I did foundation here, primer here, and now I'm going to do cream contour here. And we're going to apply this on my cheeks and a little underneath my cheekbone. I'm going to try to be really careful with it because this stuff is super pigmented. This is the Cream Shop. I actually got this at CVS, and it's in medium. Normally I just apply it with this brush right here from Sigma. It's the soft angled contour. To use a darker shade for precise contour, I use the Morphe M510 and it works really well. Dive in here and kind of just bronze on my skin. I'm a little nervous because like I said, I don't ever do this. I'm not good with my right side. Since I'm right-handed, I feel like my right side always looks a little bit different. Or maybe it's my left side. I don't know. I feel really paranoid right now that I'm not gonna be able to do this right. Kind of take it on my cheeks. It's a little bit harder because I have my concealer down. Normally I don't have my concealer down. Trying to just hit the apples of my cheeks. That's normally what I do with bronzers. I hit the apples, go back, and then I'll take it and I'll go up around my hairline, contour my forehead. And it's a nice bronzer because it stays in place. It's matte. If you have oily skin, this is not a bronzer that's gonna make you, it's just not gonna look crazy on your skin and oily and gross. Like, this is so good. I do feel like I'm spending a little bit more time on it than I normally would. Maybe that's because I'm just learning this little sponge and I'm not like a pro at it, you know? But then I'm gonna go in with the second shade. I'm gonna use the same side. I'm just gonna pinch it a little bit more. You can see right there, and I'm just going to, and try to blend that out. The concealer though, being your final step with this cream contour is like ideal because it really just helps everything kind of come together. I'm actually gonna dip a little bit with my side that I used for foundation too and just try to help blend. So to be honest, I would probably use my regular brushes with this until I could perfect it with the sponge because it's a little bit more difficult for me personally, but it works, you know? It's just a little more difficult. Now I'm gonna go into this side and we're gonna blend out this concealer. I am just gonna add a tiny bit more to hopefully let it, like, you know, blend a little bit if it dried it all. Pinch it again. And we're just gonna go straight into it. I'm just gonna pat it in like I normally would with another sponge. So we're just gonna kind of pat down with that cream contour. I think it does look good. I feel like there's a little bit less coverage on my under eye. That might be because I just let it sit there for so long, but I'm gonna do the center of my face now to kind of even everything out, and we'll see if we need to kind of touch up a little bit, add a little bit more. The good thing about this concealer though is it never looks cakey, ever, ever, ever. Even if I have a foundation that's just like looking crazy, I can use this product with it and it looks so good. Like, it brings everything back. It does distribute product really well, takes what you put on there a really long way. Yeah, I definitely think I need a little bit more on my under eyes just to kind of conceal a tiny bit more, like right in here. And then we're gonna set with powder. And I didn't even bring my favorite powder up here. I do have a little one, so we'll try to make that work. But I feel like I should be in summer right now because I'm so bronzed in the screen and I have like wavy hair that the kind of hair that I wish my hair would air dry to, but it would never. My hair used to have a nice little wave to it, and then like middle school and high school, when you straighten your hair constantly and then it's just like bloop, gone. Now I'm gonna use a powder to set it with. So I also have this little mini one, a mini Too Faced Peach Perfect. This is my favorite powder. I have been using it constantly. I cannot get away from it. It is just my absolute favorite freaking powder. Nothing tops this for me, to be honest with you. And then when I saw they had this travel size, I snagged it up. This is also a lifesaver if you feel like things are looking a little cakey. This kind of smooths everything out and brings it back to life. It also tastes like peaches if you get it in your mouth, but I don't recommend, you know, putting it in your mouth. You know, don't like sprinkle it in there or like put it on your food. Please don't do that. You see what I mean when I say that I put that contour on and it's like, it's pretty deep to where I don't have to really bronze after that. I mean, that's all I really need. If I wanted to, I could just put powder on and go out the door. Actually, that's a lie. I would have to add a little bit of highlighter, but then I could actually head out the door. We are gonna move on to a little bit of bronzer just on the cheek. So real quick, let me brush out my lashes. So for bronzer, I'm going to be using my favorite, the Makeup Obsession. You can get this at Target, the Give Me Some Sun palette. Talked about this forever ago. I think I did a first impressions, and guys, I love it. So I just hit pan on this one. I've been hitting pan on this one. These two colors I'm just not really about. They're shimmery, they're just not my thing. But this one and this one for your everyday bronzer contour duo, it's so good. So I'm just gonna dip into this very lightly because it is super pigmented. I'm gonna take another little corner. That's free. And I'm just going to, I think I'm gonna swipe. I don't know. I feel like once Tati's video comes out, I'm gonna be like, all right, listen, I need to sit down and take notes. But everything Tati says, like, I feel like I need what she talks about. at all times. Like, she came out with this sponge, and honestly, I was like, I never use stuff like that, but I need it. Okay, and now I want to do a little bit of contour, so I'm going to dip into Buff, which is the contour shade. I really like this so far. If I could pick one thing I absolutely love it for, it's definitely the foundation and like the primer. That is like kind of a game changer for me. I really, really like it. Now we're going to try blush. For blush, I'm going to be using this other drugstore product. This is Unicorn Glow. This is another product that I got from CVS. I really like it, but don't get the highlighter, okay? Don't even waste your time with the highlighter. The blush is really nice though, so I'm going to take another free edge on my sponge. My self tan is so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm exfoliating tonight, okay? This is so pretty. This is in the shade Cotton Candy. Great everyday color. Ooh, I love blush, so I'm just kind of going on the apples, like on my actual cheekbone and back, and just doing that same thing. I'm just tapping this. Less is more. I went a little crazy on this side, so I am just going to take a little bit of the side that I used powder on and just kind of try to go over it and see if that diffuses it a tiny bit. Okay, this is the part I'm really excited about. I can't wait to see how it looks with highlighter. So I've been kind of going back and forth. I love this Wet n Wild one. This is what I've been wearing all the time. This is the loose highlighting powder in Moon Tears. It's a loose highlighter. It's so beautiful. But I've also been using Benefit's Cookie, which is one of my absolute favorites. So this is the one that I've been using recently, but I was using this Wet n Wild one constantly. I've used pretty much all sides of this, minus here, and like that's primer right there, but I don't really want to dig back into it. So I'm going to take that last little bit that's free on this sponge, dab it into the highlighter. That actually looks really nice. Do a little bit up here. I do like it. I feel like I need to pinch it just a little bit more. And I'm kind of doing that C shape. I like this because I can do that C shape without getting out of hand. I'm taking it right there on the apples, up a little bit. I like that this kind of blends as it applies, if that makes any sense. I like this side better because I pinched it a little more. This side I didn't. I also have been applying a little bit of highlighter in the center of my face just to give me a glow. I don't know who I am, to be honest with you, but I've been doing it so much. So I am going to apply just a dab in the center of my face just to kind of bring everything back. And then I am going in with the powder part, the part where I used the powder, just kind of making sure everything's blended out. I will say your hands get a little dirty. Like if you're using it for everything, your hands are gonna get pretty dirty because it's saturated with a bunch of different product. I don't notice a huge difference with like not using as much liquid foundation, if I'm gonna be honest with you, but I do love the way that it applied. I thought it was so beautiful. I'm gonna finish up my face makeup real quick, do my eyebrows, put a little bit of bronzer in the crease, and then I will be back to wrap up this video. So I just did my brows and my lips. Now I'm gonna set everything. So I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay De-Slick, and I actually tried it's like the super matte one that's out right now, and I still think the De-Slick is better. Maybe in the summer when I'm really, really oily and need some help, I'll use that product. So I'm gonna kind of keep it around, but right now, no man, it's way too matte. It's so matte, and sometimes it leaves like those little spots on my face, and that's one that I would really recommend a fan with, you know, because like it's so hard for it to like sink into the skin. So I'm officially done with my makeup. It honestly did not take that long at all. I think it took me a little bit longer just because I'm trying to figure out this tool, but I have to say, I really love it. Like I said, for foundation and primer, I think foundation and primer is key with this, and powder, that would be pretty much what I would use this for, because I definitely feel like it helped so much with pore minimizing with the primer and really pushing it into the skin. Foundation was a freaking breeze, so I absolutely love that. I mean, the foundation part was my favorite, and that was actually the part that I was most terrified of because I didn't know how it was gonna look. Then powder, I think, is great with it. I mean, it's so easy to apply. I like using my brush with the cream contour mainly because I'm not a cream contour expert, so it's super easy for me and it's really quick. And I just, unless I got like to be really good with this sponge, I don't see myself really using it for that. It'd totally be worth it for me for the foundation and the primer part. I mean, it looks so good. Everything is really nice and smooth, and I just really like how everything turned out. I even love the highlighter. Like, I would definitely do my highlighter with this again because it kind of just diffuses it really beautifully. I'm definitely gonna put this in my bag. Check the description box. I'm gonna let you know how it washes because I am going to be washing this. I would not want to leave it like this, so using less products, I actually think you could get away with like using it once or twice without having to wash it right after, you know what I mean? If you're doing your whole face, I definitely think you're gonna have to wash it like every time you use it, which is very sanitary, and you should probably do that. But am I gonna do that? Probably not. And I give this an A+. I definitely think it's worth the money. And honestly, if you want to kind of take away some of your brushes that you have and you feel like you have too much going on, I mean, this could handle a lot of stuff on it. So I think just practice with it, see how you think. But so far, I really like it. I think it's awesome. It's lightweight, and you could throw it in the washing machine. Whatever you want to do, I'll probably hand wash it more than anything. So that is this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought down below. What do you think you would use this the most for? I'm definitely curious to know, because I really thought powders would be like my go-to, not foundation at all. But for foundation, it's pretty dang good. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.